Hi everyone, thanks for watching. This is my After StampWars 30 follow-up video. We had an amazing sponsor for the StampWars 30. It was Gina K. In case you do not know who Gina K is, which if you have any involvement at all in the stamping and card making community, you've probably heard of Gina K. I think Nancy called her the godmother. But this is Gina K. I had the pleasure to meet her in person at Simon Says Create, which was held in Columbus, Ohio in April. And she's super pleasant, has a very generous spirit, and she is super gracious. And it was so much fun to be crafting live with her on Saturday night. And that was held on Nancy Stamps' YouTube channel. I'll have it linked below in my description box, as well as a coupon code for Gina K's website. Her products are amazing, and the coupon expires on May 15th. That's today at 11:59 p.m. For StampWars 30, we used products from Gina K, which was the Radiant Roses Stamp and Die, Radiant Roses embossing folder, layering stencils, and word dies. So I'm showing you all of the products. This was such a treat to work with these wonderful Gina K products. And also we got some PolyGlaze items. The Radiant Roses PolyGlaze and the sentiments that are so cool because you can stamp the sentiments with the stamp and die cut them, but the die cut also works with the PolyGlaze sentiments. So this is a wonderful set. And yesterday was Mother's Day, and this is a beautiful set to create a card for someone that you love, to share a birthday wish, a thank you wish, or just to let them know that you're grateful for them. Here are two cards that I created live on StampWars. One, I used the stamp, which is the one in my right hand, and the one in my left hand, I used the embossing folder, but I debossed, which wasn't done on purpose, but actually ended up looking pretty cool. Okay, so here we go. We've got the PolyGlaze sheets, the sentiments for the Radiant Roses, and then the Radiant Roses. I'm going to go ahead and open these up, and we're going to do some foiling. Now for my card today, I am going to be foiling using these PolyGlaze foiling sheets. If you're familiar with toner foiling or foiling with a Mink or a laminator, I'm going to be using my mini Mink, and also I'm going to be using some foils from Pink and Maine. All of the foils that I'm using will be linked below in my description box, as well as all of the products that I'm using. Now, PolyGlaze is a clear, it's almost like a light gray toner foiling sheet, whereas most companies will have available, some of them have available, toner sheets that you can foil with your Mink or your laminator, and the ink is black, it's toner ink. Well, PolyGlaze is this magical, I'm not even sure how they created it. All I know, it's wonderful, it's clear when you look at it. When you foil it, the foil adheres to it, and it gives you just beautiful, flawless results. Some people, when they foil, especially with the laminator, they might, if they're using regular foil type of toner sheet artwork, they might see some black lines. The PolyGlaze doesn't show that. All right, so when I foil, I use my Dusty brush, which is a clean brush that I save only for foiling. I dust off the toner sheet and the back of the foil. I load it up into a Mink transfer folder. That's this plastic paper or plastic envelope that I'm using. I am trimming off the excess, but you don't have to. But I did, just to play it on the safe side. And when I first foiled, I only had the heat setting on number 2. And as you'll see when I reveal, it didn't quite adhere to the image as well, especially the text. It did not adhere on that sentiment as toner sheet as I had hoped. Here are the roses, and I'm pointing to the areas that are underfoiled. And I am going to cut another piece of foil and run that back through in the hopes that if there's any chance that some didn't make contact, I can get a better result. And that's the sentiment. Now, when you look at it, you probably can't see, but I know because I foil a lot. And to me, there were just some lines that weren't foiled as well as I'd hoped. So I'm going to turn my heat setting up to 3. And when I do that, I have no issues. So you got to make sure you have a hot machine. So when you have a laminator, let it run for at least 30 minutes to get good and hot. And I can't recommend enough investing in a ink machine. You'll get, beautiful results over and over and over again without fail. Yep, you can see I have it turned up to number 3. I switched from the pink holographic to this blue holographic. That's not the actual name of the foil. I'll have it listed in my description box below. You see I'm using the Dusty brush. I'm going to do one more pass with this hot pink. And you can see how pretty and how shiny it looks. So this is what I do for about an hour. I just sit there and just pull out all my foils and do all kinds of foiling and all kinds of colors. Then I have these that I can use and they're ready made. These sentiments with the die cuts are fabulous. I'm hoping that there are more of these in the future in the Gina K line. You can never have enough, foil accented sentiments. Even if your card's not foiled, having that foil accented sentiment is fantastic. Let me tell you a little bit about StampWars. I'll do that in just a minute. I want to show you, this is the actual foiled roses that I settled on. These roses are foiled with rainbow foil, and it's always a popular choice. And then you just take your stencil and it lines up perfectly over top of those foiled flowers and leaves, and then you can just go ahead and ink blend right over top. And the stencil is wonderful. The rainbow foil is always a favorite, and look at that. You can see it shining just when I'm applying this ink. You can use any dye-based ink. Of course, Gina K has wonderful inks. I don't have any Gina K inks, unfortunately, but I'm just using what dye-based inks that I have. And this does not take the foil off. You can also use a dye-based marker, but be careful with alcohol markers because they might lend to having that foil come off just because it has alcohol in it. Yeah, there's like a little tiny rose here, rosebud I mean. And so I'm just varying my colors so that they're not all the pink, but also a little bit of purple, because you know me, I love purple. Got to throw a little bit of purple in there. But let me tell you real quick about StampWars. So the 30th StampWars, guys, it's been happening for that long. It's a monthly challenge on Nancy Stamp's YouTube channel, where members of the Foiling Snobs Club admin team, which include myself, Nancy Stamps, who's Nancy McCabe, Chow, and T, who is Not Afraid of Color on YouTube, and Chow is Create with Chow on YouTube. We don't know what we're getting. We have no idea what product we're getting. And we have an hour to do whatever the host tells us we have to do. So we had to make 2 cards. At one point, we had to tape our fingers together as a sabotage. So there's all kinds of sabotages thrown in there. You have to cope with them and deal with them as they come. Gina K did a great job, and we loved it because she finished her cards before Chow. Chow's always quick and gets hers done quicker than anybody. But yeah, it's been going on now, like this is the 30th Stamp Wars, and each time our sponsor, again, Gina K was our sponsor, offers a coupon, and then our Foiling Snob Club members can take advantage of that coupon. And the coupon is exclusive to Foiling Snobs Club, which was really cool. You know, it's not like Gina K was announcing it to all of her, you know, blog and email subscribers, only to the people who were watching Stamp Wars. So that's a great advantage of watching Stamp Wars live, or, you know, catching the replay like soon after it happens. Okay, anyways, yeah, Gina did a great job, and she talked about her company and a little bit about her, you know, philosophy. And she had her husband on. He's so funny. That was great. They're a great team together. Now, here's my beautiful inked up roses. Aren't they gorgeous? Now I'm going to go ahead and grab those dies and die cut all of this so I can put my card together. And everybody that plays in Stamp Wars makes a follow-up video. And we try to have a mystery guest that plays along with us. Obviously, this time our mystery guest was our sponsor, Gina K. So please make sure you check out Nancy's follow-up video, T over at Not Afraid of Color, Chow over at Create with Chow. Check out all the follow-up videos so that you have the opportunity to win a prize. Now, this is my card base, my panel, and I'm just going ahead and using that stencil to create just like a natural, organic looking rose bush. You know, it just reminds me of the old-fashioned roses that I have growing out at the end of my road where my driveway starts. And this is what I was thinking of as I was creating this card. There's a giveaway involved, so I am going to be giving one lucky winner the entire set of products, brand new, never used, from Gina K. Thank you, Gina, for being so gracious. And all you have to do is to comment on my video. Please subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up. And the comment I would like you to leave is, what's your favorite Gina K product? Do you have something of Gina K's that you use in your craft room time and time again? And if so, tell us about it in your comment, please. And then we'll pick a winner. Nancy and I both are going to be giving our winners a complete set of the products that we used on Stamp Wars 30, brand new. And then T and Chow will also have great giveaways. So in conclusion, as I finish this card, I just want to say a big thank you to Nancy for coming up with Stamp Wars and for being such a great host this time. Thank you, Nancy, for the connection that you made with Gina K, because she's definitely, like, if you're ranking, she's one of the top, stamp manufacturing crafters out there. And so it was just a real fangirl moment, not only for me and the people that were on Stamp Wars, but for all of you who are Foiling Snobs Club members who were watching. And if you're not familiar with Foiling Snobs Club, that is a YouTube channel that Nancy and I created to promote our channels, also to help promote T over at Not Afraid of Color, and Chow with Create with Chow, and also Stacy Valentine, who is S&R Creations from the Heart. So we all got together, created this group, Foiling Snobs Club. Nancy and I definitely were motivated to start it to help promote our YouTube channels and to get more subscribers. So I have seen my number of subscribers grow. I am not able to create as many videos and projects as Nancy and T, but I do my best to share with you content from all of the products that I enjoy creating with. So there you go. You just watched me do a card layout. It's very simple. You could enhance this by maybe ink blending the background blue, but I just wanted to keep it, I don't know, fresh looking and bright in the background. I wanted to make sure that the eye was drawn to these beautiful flowers. You can create these roses in any color that you choose. Pick your favorite color or do a rainbow of colors. I definitely recommend getting the PolyGlaze foil sheets of these roses. You can see the stunning look that you achieve when you have these foiled accents on your card. And then for my background, I had a piece of waste foil, which is the foil that you have left over after you foil something. So I used a piece of toner sheet, which was, I think the color I used was green. I had a color toner sheet and I just ran that through my ink machine and I created a matte layer of rainbow foil for my background, which goes well with my foiled roses that are in a foil rainbow. And then my sentiment, So Very Grateful, is also done with rainbow foil. Okay, I'm just putting the finishing touches on my card. Please stay tuned to the very end. I'll have a still photo of my card finished. All right, so now I've got my panel done. I just need to snip off these little pieces that are hanging off the side, and I'm going to trim this down, and it's going to make a nice card. As you can see, we've got that foiled background, which is so pretty and sparkly. Again, that was made using waste foil and a color toner sheet. Oh, it's so pretty. It's the same foil that I used to foil the roses and the sentiment. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this card. Don't forget to leave a comment letting me know what is your favorite Gina K product. Answer the question in the description box below for a chance to win the Radiant Roses Layering Bundle. The contest is open to U.S. residents age 18 and over. Thanks so much for watching. Have a hopeful day. Bye-bye.